Good, actually. I mean, it like comes and goes in waves, so I'm excited and kind of stings a little bit. So, no, honestly, like it really has been the best experience of my life. Plus, I'm getting to go out with my best friend, which I'm sure you'll hear from her. So, Bria Kelly and I are going out with a bang. That's what we said tonight. I honestly had literally the best time of my life here, and I can now say that I am taking Shakira as one of my close friends and the other coaches, and they have got my back, and I am going to pursue my music career harder than ever before. So I'm honestly good. I know these talks are probably awful.
What was your reaction when you found out that you were in the bottom 3 for the second time in a row? Were you kind of like really frustrated with America for not putting you through this again?
Yeah. I mean, everything happens for a reason, and I had to trust that. But I would say that I was a little shocked. I think I was more shocked last week that I was in the bottom 3, and this week I figured because I was in the bottom 3, maybe people didn't want to save me again. So it is frustrating, but at the same time, like, there are 10 talented people that performed last night, and I'm just happy to be amongst them. So.
Did you feel like you were climbing uphill this whole competition, switching teams, and
yes,
as soon as you get to live?
Definitely. I am a fighter, so this whole experience for me has been one obstacle after the next, and I'm so proud of myself because I have proved that I can do it. So, yeah. And I cry more than ever before. Yeah. So I don't even cry in front of people in general. And now I'm crying on national television all the time, and that's really cool.
It is cool. Why is that cool?
Honestly, like, it's exciting for America to get to see vulnerability in an artist because you relate and you understand where they're coming from when they sing. But for me, it's like therapy, like an emotional release. So, yeah.
The coaches were all complimentary to everybody, but it seemed like Adam was, telling America, vote for Kat.
Yeah.
She needs to be there. How did that make you feel?
I mean, Kat's amazing, and everybody knows that. And Adam, he is the type of coach that really invests his time and his strength, thank you, in his artists. And I think that Shakira and Usher did the same thing. Honestly, Kat and Bria are phenomenal, so seeing any one of us go is probably going to be difficult for everybody. It was hard to hear because it's not you, and he's not my coach, so I couldn't have him fight for me too. And Blake didn't say anything, so I had been with Blake before, but I guess he was kind of biased since he was my former coach, and that was kind of hard. But afterwards, we had a little moment, so yeah.
They only let 2 of the coaches speak. Would it be better to have all 4? I mean, I'm sure it's a time constraint, but would you have liked all 4 of them to have been able to have a voice?
I mean, I guess I could say so because I'm a little biased being with Blake, but honestly, taking myself out of it, it might be better because then you're having everybody speak their opinion. I don't know. Yeah.
I love what Adam was saying, though, because I was thinking the same thing. It's just like, you guys are all so amazing. He's like, this doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
But it's just got to be so... It's hard not to take offense to it because you feel like, oh, am I not as good as them? But that's not necessarily the case. Like,
definitely not.
It's just.
Yeah, I mean,
you never know like what
appeals
to people.
Yeah, and I truly believe that this competition should just be a showcase of talent and a sort of like a talent show type thing. Like, we can all show what we have, and it shouldn't even be, somebody placing against somebody else or somebody getting more tweets or followers or anything else. Like, we are all 10 amazing, not even 10, 48 amazing artists, and the people that didn't make it, we are some of the cream of the crop and like the best in the country. So having it be a competition is a little hard because it's all preference at this point.
I mean, somebody's not even as good of a singer as the next person, may not even be the winner.
Exactly.
And you can't take it so much to heart.
Right, absolutely. I mean, that is the one thing that I can honestly say that I've learned the most is that my strength and never take offense from anything that happens in America, from a coach, from a battle, from a song, from anything, because what people see the most is your belief in yourself. And if you don't have that, then people don't relate to that, and they don't want to vote for that, or they don't want to be moved by that. The people that give the goosebumps and the people that give the chills are honestly the ones that believe it in their heart, every word that they're saying and everything that they want to accomplish.
What performance do you think really best represented the kind of artist you want to be after the show is over?
This is probably where I'll tear up even more. Stop crying, Tess. You stop crying. You stop crying. Human meant a lot to me. Lyrically, artistically, that honestly was like such a boundary breaker for me. So ultimately I want to be a pop soul artist. Thank you. Gosh, this is horrible.
I'm sorry for making you cry.
You guys are crying like no one else cries. It's just Tess and Bria. But no, that was such a moment for me. That is the kind of artist I want to be. Somebody that can move mountains with one note or with the richness of a verse. Although I love performing and moving around yesterday, I would love to do stuff like that too. So it truly is just, I am one of those artists that can have pretty much everything thrown at me, and I'm going to always be Tess in that moment. So
it must be just your bond together is just making me think like how kind of nice it is maybe to share this with somebody else, opposed to like on Idol when there's one person going home. I mean, do you think maybe they do that on purpose? I don't know. I mean, it seems like at least you get to share this with somebody.
Yeah. Know? Each week I've said to Bria, like, no matter what happens, we're going to keep fighting. We're both never going to stop. And then looking at her tonight, I was just thinking, wouldn't it be crazy if, like, we honestly went out together? And she said, I feel like that's probably going to happen. And I was like, well, don't say that because I still want to be here. I mean, I love you, but I still want to be here. And she kind of said the same thing, but...
So, it was like Thelma and Louise going off together?
Yeah. Funny thing, our digital interview people, they're like, you guys kind of remind me of Thelma and Louise. No, and I was like, yeah, we do. And she goes, who's Thelma and Louise?
Oh, jeez.
She has no clue. I'm like, you young little nugget, let me tell you. But honestly, like, yeah, battling her and growing with her and feeding off of her talent has really, really helped me throughout this process. And I know that I've done the same. And I told her right before we went out tonight, I said, even if the only reason that I was in this competition is to be a part of everybody's life here and to shape you into the woman that you're going to become, then I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with inspiring you as an artist and as a woman and being that role model for you. So that's the humility that I keep having to remind myself of. So, yeah.
Plans for the future?
Gosh, I mean, honestly, I have no earthly idea what I'm going to do right now. It's going to be that moment where I go home and say, okay, what now? But I am a fighter, so I'm going to get in there. I want to cut a record. I want to tour. I want to, be in front of millions of people and still express music and be that voice for them. So,
that thing you said earlier about when you're vulnerable and people can see it, that's who they root for. When did you come to that conclusion? Because it's a great one.
Gosh, I would say, honestly, throughout this, disregarding my blind audition because we didn't get to see it was montage, but every performance since then I was showing a little bit of a vulnerable side of me with each performance, and I think we all have done that. And America relates with that, and America roots for that because that honestly is taboo for us. It's taboo for us to show weakness and to not be as strong as we possibly can, especially in front of cameras and in front of interviews and other contestants. So showing that vulnerability and being that vessel is what really gets a person far in life, not even in a competition, but in life and their careers. So.
When you're on stage and you see the tweet ticker up there, what goes through your head? Because last week it was in your favor, this week it wasn't.
Yeah.
So what happened last week and what happened this week?
Last week I saw the ticker, and this week we didn't. So we just saw the timer.
Did Bria? I could have sworn she gestured toward you, like she looked back, and I wasn't sure.
Oh, I don't even.
I'll have to ask her.
I don't even remember. Yeah, you'll have to ask her. I'm sure we were just looking at each other like, well, this could be it.
Did
for
you
the
not
both
look
of us.
at it on purpose, or did they just not show it?
I honestly don't think I even saw it, but I was kind of looking at Shakira's eyes, like holding straight contact, and then I looked at my family a lot. So that, I mean, honestly, is the greatest thing. Seeing your coach pleased, and your family pleased, and your friends pleased, and pleasing yourself, that was enough.
It must be nice to have your family here. You gotta go
Yes.
to dinner.
Yeah, I actually had my mom, my sister, and my brother my dad with me. I'm sorry, my brother was at home. So I'll go see them, probably cry some more, but also just reflect on all of the positives. Yeah, this whole competition and production has been so surreal. Just like everything that I couldn't have imagined. I did not expect it to be anything like this. I didn't expect to make friends or to be so happy with my experience, and it truly was like the best moments of my life. And I know I'm young, but I will tell my children about this, that this was my career starter, and look at where I've come.
What you had a very unique situation.
Yes.
That no one else has had on The Voice, where you've been on 3 teams.
Yeah.
What did each of those coaches teach you?
Gosh, I mean,
if you could pick like
everything.
one thing from like
Yeah.
Blake and Usher and Shakira.
Well, Usher first taught me to just really let loose and to just like be Tess in everything that I do. And yeah, he really believed in me. I think he was pleasantly shocked because he paired me with a 4-chair turnaround. But he was really shocked, I think, with my progress in the song and my stance and perspective on it. So he taught me to just be me in everything that I do. And then being with Blake is just such a positive guy that's what he taught me, is to just believe in myself and like really realize how good of a singer I am and how great of a performer I truly could be. And then Shakira has totally like rearranged my mindset of everything as an artist. She's just really said like you have got to pour your whole heart into everything that you do. So if that's one thing that I could take from Shakira, it is to just literally give everything into it. So.
What was it like performing with her on stage today?
Amazing.
You looked like you were having so much fun.
Oh my gosh, such a great time. But not only that, in rehearsal she brought her baby with her. So we got to meet Milan, and see, I literally witnessed her singing one of her songs to her child in her arms. And I was like, that is so real. It is so perfect. It's so genuine. That was like the moment where I said, I want to be that. Like, I want to be able to write songs about my children, future children, I should say. But that was like the moment that I really realized, wow, this is really happening. One of the most legendary superstars and songwriters and producers is standing in front of me with her child, and we're rehearsing to sing one of her songs off of her album. But tonight was a blast, and I'm ready for Kristen to rock it. Team Shaq all the way.